You're going to need today is some kind of towel that you could use for our, for a little bit of arm work and our abs. You could just use a workout towel or whatever you have. And then just something we're going to use a little bit for squeezing, maybe between the inner thighs if you don't have a ball, any kind of a pillow, bed pillow. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and sit on the mat. And you're going to go ahead and sit up nice and tall. So I'm going to take off my jacket for a little bit so you can kind of see my form. So seated here, you're going to just hold on to your towel, and you're not going to have it, just have it a little bit wider than your shoulders. And from here, you're just going to sit up super tall. So we're going to start in a flat back. Now, if you start to feel your tops of your legs, you can always lift the toes. That sort of helps me when I have a flex foot. And the further out your legs are, the easier it's going to feel. So from here, you're going to sit up nice and tall into a flat back. And you're going to just start pulling on that towel. Just pulling and pulling. You don't want to lock out those elbows. You're just going to start pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and holding there. And then go ahead again, just holding and pulling, and start to just feel that tension a little bit. And you're again pulling, you're sitting up tall in a flat back position. And then starting there, you're just gonna pull, like you're trying to kind of tear it apart. It doesn't need to be completely, but you wanna just feel that tension. Start to feel those triceps turn on, all of those arm muscles turn on, and then holding there. Take an inhale here, exhale, just draw your belly in this nice lengthened position. So keep pulling on that towel as I give you a few more instructions. You want to sit up so you have those ribs drawn in towards the spine, hollow out the belly a little bit. That's it. And again, you're just holding and holding and holding and pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. And then just from here, start to lift the arms up a little bit. See how that feels. If you're feeling your neck and your shoulders, you may want to lower it down a little bit. And then just in this nice lengthened position, you're just starting to pull it apart, activate those arm muscles just a little bit more, just a little bit more. And then in this nice flat back, just go back an inch, just a little bit, so you can start to again feel the stomach muscles here. And then just maybe coming back up. And again, you're gonna pull it apart, pull it apart, pull it apart. And again, just maybe going back an inch just to find those abdominals and coming back up. Let's do a few more like that. You're pulling it apart, pull it apart, pull it apart, pull it apart, pull it apart, and then back up into that seated position. You're still working in this seated position. So I'm just turning towards you so that you can see a little bit better how I'm pulling onto that. But again, you're just leaning back in a flat back position. And again, pulling, 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 just leaning just a little bit. And up. We're going to go back down just a little bit more. Hold it here. Again, lift it up a little bit and then lower. Lift and lower that toes just to feel the difference. And then you're starting to feel those tummy muscles a little bit more. Nice. Couple here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding here. Pull the towel apart, pull it apart, pull it apart. And then from here, you're going to just start to round your back a little bit. Slightly go down and come back up. Same thing again. Slightly lowering and back up. Again, slightly lower and up. Slightly lower and back up. Couple more here, slightly lower. So I'm in a little bit of a scooped position here. And back up one more time like that. Slightly scoop and back up. We're going to go ahead and just add on, still working those arms. So from here, you're going to tuck and round that same way you did, and you're just coming down maybe to the top of your butt crack. And come back up. And again, down, down, down. And back up. Couple more here. Down, 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 and up. One more. Down, 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 and back up. Now this time we're going to just come down to where you feel you can hold. You're pulling that apart just a little bit. Keep pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. Now just from here, you're going to pull the towel in towards the chest. Again, relax your shoulders. You want to just activate and reach it out. You're pulling into the chest and back up. You're pulling and back up. And again, pull it into the chest and back up. Again, in and back out. In and back out. Two more here. Hold. Little tiny lifts here. 10, like you're pushing that towel, pushing that up, 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 up. 5, up, 4, 3, 2, and on one, just take a little stretch forward, maybe extend those legs. So we're going to continue, and if you choose, you're going to grab, a pillow or a ball if you have it. Welcome to put it just between those inner thighs, just to engage those muscles a little bit more. You can also put it behind your back. If you tend to have a sensitive back, sometimes putting a little something behind your back does help if you don't have a ball. So again, you're going to be squeezing into that, and we're going to go back to where we were. We're still tightening up those arm muscles, holding here. And again, you're going to tuck just a little bit, just coming down to the top of your butt cheeks. Lift the chest though, and up. Again, lower slightly, and up. Lower slightly, and back up. Again, down, and back up. You're going to still be pulling on that. You're still coming. That's it. Beautiful. Down and up. Nice. Up, up, up. Couple more here. Still working. You're starting to warm up those arm muscles. Nice. Again, just a pulling of the towel. 3, 2, 1. Holding here. Hold that position. If it feels okay on your shoulders, you're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. One more here. Come back up. We're going to go back down, going a little further this time. Pull it apart, and come back up. Going maybe just a little bit further. Maybe you can kiss the low back down towards the floor and lift back up. Maybe one more like that. And back up. Maybe you'll go all the way down. You're going to choose. Lift your head and shoulders. Reach, reach. You don't have to go all the way down. Squeeze if you have something between those thighs. And come back up. Let's do that one more time. Down, down, down. And come back up. Holding near the top again. This time we're going to go slightly over to the right with that towel. You're still pulling, and you're just going to slightly lower and back up. Slightly lower and back up. Now I'm squeezing into the pillow, which again can be a bed pillow, just to really engage the muscles. And again, I'm going to show you, if you don't want to roll all the way down and you have a sensitive back, you can just wedge some kind of a little pillow or even a little bolster or something behind you, just like that. And just use the pillow for that purpose. We're going to hold down there, pull it apart, pull your towel apart, pull your towel apart, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Just doing that same sequencing, either with that pillow between your inner thighs or not. 3 more. And then as you come to center, you have an option. We're going to either roll down like we did, or you can come forward for a nice stretch. So you'll either roll down, still pulling it apart, pulling it apart, and coming back up. Or you can just extend those legs and just hang into a little stretch. We're going to come back up, holding here. And then again, we're going to go slightly to the left. Relax the shoulders down, slightly tuck and round, and come back up. Again, round and back up. So I'm kind of trying to keep my arms as though they're surrounding my chest. So I'm just showing you that you want to have your eyes and everything aiming towards that center of where your hands are. Hold where you can, lift and lower, lift and lower. Really just energizing and tightening up those arm muscles. One more, and again, we're either going to round all the way down and come back up, or you can come forward for a stretch. And we'll do one more of those, rounding down to the center and coming back up. Now you're still pulling that apart, Holding here, this time we're going to just add on a little bit more. You're going to extend that right leg out if you choose. You could always keep it down. And still maybe just bringing that towel to where you're kind of on the diagonal or whatever works for you. You're going to rotate down to the right and back through center, down to the right and center. So I'm just using that pillow to squeeze and engage my inner thighs. 4, 3, 2, hold it over towards that side and pulsing down, down, down. So I'm going further for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, you're going to take a little stretch, or you're welcome to go through a roll up. So going to that opposite side, and again, I'm just going to keep my arms to where I can just really engage those arm muscles, and then I'm just going to rotate and back up and rotate and back up. And again, I'm squeezing. Every time I turn, I'm going to squeeze the extended leg towards the bent leg. Couple more here. Let's hold. So again, you're squeezing and you're going to pulse further for 8. Pulse further, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and coming all the way back up. Set that leg down. This time we're going to round all the way back, all the way back, all the way back. Set that towel down. And let's just start to warm up those abdominals a little more directly from the mat. So I'm really engaging the low abs, upper abs, mid abs. I really feel this nice length in my body. I'm still squeezing lightly. I'm going to reach the arms up to the ceiling. Take an inhale here and just lift your head and shoulders on that exhale. I'm going to look at my tummy and make sure that I haven't tucked those hips. So I want to stay nice and long in the torso, and then lower back down. Again, lift and reach, and lower back down. One more like that. Lift and reach, and lower back down. Let's lift and reach, hold. Flip your palms up to the ceiling. Bring your hands back behind your head. Lift the shoulders up. So I'm weaving my fingers together or palm on palm to support my head and shoulders. Curling up a little bit higher here. Hollow out the belly, and I'm still using that pillow just to engage my low abs, my inner thighs, and I'm just gonna chest lift here. So again, we call it a chest lift in Pilates because we're not crunching, we're staying nice and long in the torso. Both hands are behind your head, and again, you're just gonna stay like that and lift, and lift. Lift the shoulders, again, up. 4, 3, 2. On one, maybe, just maybe, you'll barely lift your right foot off the floor. Your hands are still in that position behind your head. And again, you're gonna tiny chest lifts here. 8, 7, 6, 5. Chest lift up. 4, 3, 2, 1. And to the opposite side. You're going to set your right foot down. You're going to barely lift the left and chest lifts. Up, up, up. Really sinking the low abs towards the spine with every breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that foot down. Reach both arms forward again. See if you can curl up a little bit higher. Take an inhale. On your exhale, maybe you can come up one more vertebra. Just one more vertebra. Flip your palms. Hands are going to go back behind your head again. Maybe you'll just lift your right foot like you did before, or extend your right leg. And again, you can always super glue those legs together without the pillow. And from here, just like we did seated, you're going to rotate to the right as you squeeze your right inner thigh into the pillow, into the left inner thigh, and come back to the center. Curl up and over to that right and back through center. Again, you're rotating towards that leg and center. Curl and rotate. So I'm really starting to feel the side of the waist here. 4, 3, 2. Hold over on 1. Reach your hands together. So I'm bringing my palm on palm. I'm going to curl up a little bit higher. And from here, lifts 8, 7, curling up 6. Keep reaching so you have your hands in that position. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands back behind your head. Hold there. Just squeeze the right inner thigh into the left for 8, 7. I really can feel that connection with my low abs here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Place that right foot down. Come back through center. I'm going to rotate to the left as I extend that left leg out. I'm rotating up and center. Over to the left and squeeze. And you're going to the left, squeeze. You're still on your back. That's it. And again, 4. Towards that leg, 3, 2. You're still over towards that side. You're going to take those hands again. Squeeze the palms together. Lift. And lift. I'm taking my eyes right to where the hands are. 4, 3, 2. Take those hands behind your head. Hold there, hold there. Both shoulders are up. You're just going to squeeze and squeeze. You're taking that left inner thigh and squeezing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that foot down. Nice. Let's go ahead from here. We're going to keep that pillow there. Head and shoulders are going to go down. You're going to bring those arms out into kind of a low V, bringing the legs up for a twist. And again, you can always take that pillow out. But I like that squeeze factor. It just really helps me engage my low abs a little bit more. And then I'm going to bring those legs over to the right so I can feel my left hip lift a little bit. And then I'm just going to squeeze into that pillow, come back to the middle. Over to the other side. And back through center. Again, over to the right. Back through center. Over to the left. And back through center. One more like this. Over to the right. Back through center. And over to the left. Back through center. Let's go over to the right again. Now from here, you're going to extend both legs out. And again, this can be done without the pillow. You're squeezing those legs in towards each other. Bring the legs straight over the pelvis. Bend those knees. Over to the opposite side. Stretch, stretch, stretch. So as you're extending those legs, you're really drawing your tummy muscles in a little bit more. Bring the legs back to the center. And then bend and tighten the leg muscles as though you're pushing down on an imaginary table underneath your calves. Over to the right. Reach, 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 reach. Squeeze. Bring those legs back to the center. And bend. Over to the opposite side. Stretch, 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 stretch. Come back to the center. And bend. Last time. Over to the right. Reach those legs. Squeeze back to the middle. And bend. Over to the left. Stretch, 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 stretch. Come back to the center. And bend. Holding here. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. Take an inhale. Lift your head and shoulders up. Hold on underneath your legs. Squeeze. Try and roll yourself up. Roll yourself up. Roll yourself up. Hold those legs for help. And roll yourself back down. Let's do that again. You're squeezing. Up, 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 up. And roll back down. One more. Up, 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 up. Roll back down. Next time we'll change it. Up, 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 up. Holding here. You're squeezing. You're going to reach the arms forward. Try to roll back into a tabletop shape and pump those arms. Hundreds in 3. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Blow, blow, blow. Now I can always put my head down. I could even extend those legs, sinking my belly. Nice strong pumps. Going into these hundreds, we're just doing it in 3s. Maybe you want to squeeze on the exhale. Draw your belly in deeper. Again, inhale and exhale. Squeeze one more time. Then bending those legs to tabletop, roll yourself all the way up. And I think we're warmed up enough for some planking. Yes. So let's come on to the forearms. So I'm going to turn around and we're just going to go into a forearm plank to start. So I have my elbows underneath my shoulders. I'm going to extend those legs out and create a nice long line. Now I really want to pull back from those elbows, press my palms down, and maybe just either the legs will be completely together or they can be slightly apart, and you're squeezing and tucking and holding and holding and holding and really engaging those abdominals. Option to put the knees down, so you can always have those knees on the ground like this and still feel those abdominals working. That's it. You're still holding and squeezing, tightening, keep squeezing everything, and just exhaling here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Set those knees down, sit back for a little stretch. Let's come up into a plank position now on the hands, knowing that you can always go back onto the forearms. You can always set your knees down. So I'm going to bolt my legs together here, and I can always come out a little bit wider. So I'm going to barely lift my right foot up. Everything is square to the mat. I'm going to take my right leg slightly out, squeeze it back in, and set it back down. Left leg lifts out to the left. Bring it back in and set it down. Again, right foot lifts just out towards the edge of the mat. Bring it back in. Set that right foot down. Left foot barely lifts, so small, out to the left. Bring it back in and set it down. So again, as that right foot lifts up, I'm kind of almost bringing where the big toe is about, I don't know, about at the height of where the middle of my left arch is. So it's not real high. I want to keep that nice long line. Bring it out, in, and back down. Left leg lifts out to the side, in, and back down. Again, one more. Right leg lifts out to the side, in, and back down. Left leg lifts out to the side, in, and back down. And again, let's sit back into a nice child's pose. Let's come back onto the forearms. But what I want you to do is have the knees right over the hips. And then my elbows are right underneath my shoulders to start. I'm going to round my back. And then I'm just going to bring my shoulders forward just an inch. So from here, pressing firmly into the mat. And again, shifting the weight slightly forward, staying rounded. I'm going to lift my elbows just an inch. And then set them back down. So the more forward you come, the more you're going to feel those triceps turn on and those lats. I'm just going to lift an inch, because if I come up too high, that's going to interfere with the intensity of the work. And then lower those elbows back down. Again, staying rounded in the spine. Lift those elbows just a little bit. And back down. Again, lift just a little bit. And back down. Feeling that nice work in the back of the arm and the lats. Again, from here, rounding. And again, keeping those hips just slightly. The shoulders are coming forward, that you're in still like a quadruped position up. Lift, 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 just an inch. And back down. You have 4 more. Lift an inch. And back down. 3 more. And back down. 2 more. 1 more time. And sit back for a stretch. And let's go ahead and come onto our backs. We're still going to use those arms, but we're going to use them to get into a little bit more of our abdominals. Your right leg is going to come up to that tabletop shape. Left leg is going to come to the tabletop shape. You're going to bring the hands behind your head. Curl up, curl up, curl up, and lower back down. Lift, 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 and lower back down. 1 more here. Lift, 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 and back down. So just start. We're lifting up. You're just going to start to float your right foot down and back up. Left foot goes down and back up. Again, right and left. Lifting those shoulders up. Hollowing out the tummy just a little bit more. Couple more here. Again, right leg lowers and back up, still holding that tabletop. Left leg and back up. Right leg, left leg. So we're going to keep the legs going like that. But as I promised, using those arms to help us feel the tummy muscles a little bit more, you're going to reach your arms forward. This time you're going to push your palms down into the floor, down into your mat. You're going to curl up a little higher. So really, by pushing those arms down, I can feel the low abs. I'm closing the ribs, curling up higher. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower everything down. Hands are going to go back behind your head again. Lift the shoulders up. Right leg is going to come back up. Left leg is going to come back up. Curling up a little bit higher. This time we're going to rotate to the right as that left leg goes down. Come back through center. Right leg lowers as you rotate to the left. And center. Over to the right. So just basically the same movement with the legs. I'm just adding a little turn with my upper body. My low belly is definitely working, upper abs, side of the waist. Getting ready to intensify it with the use of the arms again. So next time we go to the right, I'm going to take my hands on the outside of that leg. I'm going to kind of almost pull my elbows apart as I lower that left leg down. So I'm lifting up towards that right side. I'm getting that right shoulder up even more. And switch. And switch. I'm using my hands and my arms to lift my upper body, knowing that I can always take my head down and still get quite a bit of work. Lift, lift. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, and lower everything down. Let's go ahead from here. We're gonna grab that pillow again if you had it, or a ball. And again, you don't need anything. We're going to go into a little bit of bridging here, focusing on those low abs. And from here, I'm going to press my low back down. I'm going to start to tuck the tailbone away from the floor, coming up, and then peeling back down. Tuck and lift, and peel back down. So bone by bone. It's like a little Band-Aid. I'm trying to start at the bottom of my spine, or a sticker, lifting it up, and then bringing it back down. Next time, we're going to come up and hold that place. So I have my ribs kind of relaxed a little bit. My upper back is relaxed. I'm going to make sure that the weight isn't going to my neck or shoulders. It's going outward. My arms are relaxed and light on the mat. And just from here, pressing your feet down, you're going to squeeze up. And then maybe just lowering halfway. Exhale on that lift. And lowering halfway. Again, exhale on the lift and lowering halfway. So as we're going through this, you're going to just continue this, but know that you can always take a break. You can always, especially if you feel your back, you're going to come all the way down. If you feel your buns, don't come down, just stay there. Again, squeezing up and lowering halfway. Again, up and halfway. Squeezing up and lowering halfway. Really getting those inner thighs to connect. Your butt cheeks, everything's nice and tight here. Squeezing. And we're going to keep that going. Just concentrating on intensifying with every single repetition. You're going to try and make it a little bit harder. And again, up. Lowering halfway. Again, up and halfway. I think we have 3 more here. 2. Hold on the next one. Just an isometric hold. In other words, we're not doing anything except focusing on trying to feel it a little bit more. Just really pressing your feet down into the floor. If you have a pillow or something, you want to just feel that squeeze. You're pushing evenly into your feet. Holding, you're just exhaling. Now start to give me little circular movements with the pelvis. So I'm kind of lifting my right hip and then my left hip. And I'm making this little, almost like if you had a little hula hoop. And you're just coming up and around into this circular motion, up and around. 5. I'm trying to keep those knees more or less still. The movement is coming from the abdominals, the pelvis. And then I'm going the other way. And I can definitely feel this. So I'm hoping you can too. If not, you need to squeeze a little bit more. Shove those feet down a little bit more. Up and around. And again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. You're just going to lower the hips and lift back up. Lower those hips and lift back up. Lower the hips, lift back up. One more here, lower, lift up. We've renegotiated that position. We're sure that everything's nice and tight. Holding here. Maybe you'll lift that right foot, barely. Hold 8, hold 7, hold 6, hold 5, hold 4, hold 3, hold 2, place that foot down. Barely, lift the left, holding 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, place that left foot down, little pulses up, 10. Butt cheeks lifting, 9. Squeeze, 8. Don't stop, I can see you. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower everything down. So if the pillow is there, you're going to take that out. Bring your right leg up to the ceiling. A little stretch. Left leg up. Stretch. Next time the right leg is up, you're going to curl up towards that leg. We're using those arms again. You're lifting up, lifting up. I'm really sinking my abdominals. That left leg is off the mat if you're able. Maybe you can bring the arms up a little higher or just staying anywhere other than behind the knee. I'm going to curl up for my hamstring series. Going into a double exhale here. Blow, blow, and switch. Exhale, exhale. Exhale, exhale. Notice you can always put your head down. Just finding a spot where you feel your abdominals. Maybe you're going to just work on getting that leg a little straighter. That's it. If that's easy for you, you know you're really flexible in the hamstrings. How about flexing the foot? Yes, that's it. Getting a little bit more out of this. Couple more here. And next time that right leg is up, curl up a little higher. We want to try, our goal is to kind of get to where you can get that right leg straight over the hip. Then maybe you'll bring the hands back behind your head. Single time switches. Switch and switch and switch and switch and switch. Maybe curl up a little bit higher. Yes. Couple more here. Tummy's burning. Add a little rotation to the right and left. Right and left. Right and left. Yes. Right and left. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Hug your knees into your chest. Let's come all the way up, and we're going to go ahead onto our right side. Grab a drink whenever you need it. And we're not going to need any equipment. So we're going to work the waist, and then we're going to work the outer hip. So you're going to come all the way down, and we're going to start with those legs extended. Top hand is in front. There's a little kickstand, and maybe you're just going to bring your legs a little bit forward, just a little banana shape. You're going to take an inhale. On your exhale, you're going to try and lift those legs up, but we want to maintain that length. Keep that length. So I have this nice long line, and lower those legs down. Exhale, lift, 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 and lower those legs down. One more. Lift, lift, lift. Lower back down. Next time we're going to stay. You're going to lift those legs up. You're squeezing those inner thighs. Your neck is relaxed. Your top shoulder is relaxed. Hold it here. Draw your belly in here for 8, 7, 6. I'm really using my waist. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Lift that top leg up. Bring it back down. And as I'm lifting, I'm thinking more about the length of my body, not so much the height. You can see I'm not really lifting very high because I want to keep that nice length. And I can almost feel that there's like this little mouse hole space underneath my waist here. Like every time I lift and lower, I'm making sure those toes touch and heels touch. Next, I'm going to keep that top leg lifted. I'm going to squeeze from my bottom inner thigh and my waist and lift the bottom leg up. I'm going to lift, 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 and up. Again, I'm squeezing almost like I'm pushing through something thick in the air, thick as quicksand. 4, 3, 2, hold up on this next one. Those legs are squeezing. Lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now I know those inner thighs are tight. I know the butt cheeks are tight. I want you to squeeze them so hard that when you turn your toes out, you can connect your heels. You feel the backside squeezing even more. And you're going to beat those heels in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. I'm feeling those inner thighs big time. Maybe I want to just take that top arm up for a little more balanced challenge and lower everything down. Let's bend the knees in front.
Okay, where are your sandals?
Hold me there.
Bye-bye, where are your sandals?
All right, you guys, mute. I did mute. It didn't work completely. All right. So from here, with the legs in tabletop, I still have that space under my waist. I'm going to lift my top leg up and lower it down. So I'm going to lift it up above the hip and back down, up and back down, up and back down. Again, 4 more. Now, those of you that know that you need a little bit more work here, you can always push down with that top arm. That's it. Hold up on this next one. Tiny lifts here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to lift that leg up. You're going to stretch it out in front. Bend it. Barely lower. Lift it up. Stretch it out. Bend. Slightly lower. Up. Reach it out in front. Bend. Slightly lower. Up. Reach. Bend. And lower. Again, lift that leg up. Stretch it out. Bend. And lower. You have 3 more. Lift that leg up. Reach it out in front. Bend. Slightly lower. Last 2. Up. Stretch it out in front. Bend. Slightly lower. 1 more like this. Lift. Stretch. Bend. Slightly lower. We're going to lift it up again. You're going to stretch it out in front again. Hold it there. Remember, this is where, again, if you want more resistance, just push down. Because now you're going to lift, 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 lift. Tighten those muscles. 4, 3, 2, hold. Circle that leg for 8, 7, 6, 5. Relax your foot. 4, 3, 2. Other direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come on up. You can do a little figure 4. We are going to go right onto the other side. So again, you're going to line everything up. Imagine there's like a little wall behind you. And then maybe just bring your feet a little bit in front. Relaxing my neck, relaxing my shoulder, keeping this beautiful long line in the body. And then I'm going to just take an inhale to prepare. On the exhale, you're going to lift those legs up.
being mindful of keeping length, and lower. Again, up, 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 and lower. One more here, up, and lower. You're gonna lift up again, hold it there, hold it there. Now again, tight legs, think length, not height. Take that top leg up, squeeze it down. Top leg lifts and lowers. And I just kind of wanted to make sure I'm like not getting into my neck and shoulder. I'm really relaxing that top shoulder. Just a little kickstand here. 4. Squeeze. 3. Squeeze. 2. One more here. Next time we're going to lift it up and stay. Again, stretch it out, stretch it out. Take that bottom leg, squeeze it up and down. Squeeze it up and back down. I'm drawing my belly in every single time I lift and keeping it in when my leg even lowers. 4. Squeezing up. 3. 2. Hold up on this next one. Squeeze those legs. Nice and tight here. Lifts. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Tight legs. Rotate those toes apart. Squeeze those heels together. Tighten the butt cheeks. You're still lifted. And beat those heels. Nice and tight, squeezing those inner thighs together. Maybe that top arm comes up for a little balance. And lower it down. Bend those knees in front. And go ahead from here, stacking those hips. You're going to lift that top leg up and lower it. Lift it up and lower. Lift and up. 4. 3. 2. Hold it up. Little lifts here. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Now you're going to lift it up again. Stretch it out in front. Bend it. Barely lower. Lift it up. Stretch it out. Bend and lower. Lift. Stretch. Bend and lower. Lift. Stretch. Bend and lower. You have 4 more like this. Lift. Stretch it out. Bend and lower. Up. Stretch. Bend and lower. 2 more. Up, reach, bend, and lower. 1 more like this. Lift, stretch, bend, and lower. Next time we're going to lift. We're going to reach. Relax your toe lifts here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Little circles here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Other direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come on up for that little figure 4 stretch. Let's come onto our tummies, and just so you can see me, when you're on your stomach, you're going to end up with your arms back by your sides. So you're going to come all the way down. You're going to reach your arms back. And so I have my hands, my palms are facing inward. And I'm just going to add a little chest lift here, just for a little spinal extension. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Up and lower. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, hold it on 1. Lift those arms up just a little bit higher. So they're higher now. Hollow out your tummy just a little bit more. Turn your palms down to the mat. Lift those arms up a little bit higher and squeeze them into your back for 8, 7, 6. I'm turning on those triceps again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and sit all the way back and stretch. And let's just come up into a plank to finish. Hopefully you're all hanging on for Corey's class after, and then we're going to make sure she can start on time. Holding your nice long line in the body. Draw the ribs in. Just drawing the tummy muscles in towards the spine. Final time here. Exhaling your 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait, did you say you wanted to do this with maybe just soften elbows? 1 more set of 8? I think that's what I heard you say. 8, draw the belly in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Straighten those arms, press back to down dog. Pedal out those legs. Looking back at the legs. That's it. Set your knees down, sit back and stretch. Awesome job, you guys. I am hoping that I will see you all next Monday and in other classes.